Today we are going to look into the most important topic of the present day. What is it? Virtual interview. I have some points listed on the do's and don'ts that you will have to follow for a virtual interview. I would like to split this particular topic into 4 different times. One is prior preparation, the other preparation shortly before the interview, during the interview, and by the end of the interview. Let me begin from prior preparations. The first thing that you will have to do is update the app to the latest version. Make sure that you know more about the app that you will be using for the interview. Arrange a mock interview with one of your friends who will be able to tell you the areas of improvement. Also, make a study of the organization and jot down the points so that you do not struggle during the interview. Also, make sure that you do not have any other commitment during the time of the interview. Go through the mail properly to know about the interview panel. Also, make sure that your mic and the camera are in proper use. Now, let us move to the preparation shortly before the interview begins. Always make sure that you are ready 20 minutes before the interview. The very first thing that you will have to make sure is to find a place where there is no network issue at all. It would always be commendable to have a Wi-Fi connected rather than using your phone's network so that it doesn't get interrupted by any phone calls. A well-lit place and a noise-free place is always recommended so that you do not get distracted. Make sure that your laptop and your phone are fully charged so that the power supply doesn't interrupt your discussion with the interview panel. Find a professional background or a plain background so that the bright colors do not distract the interviewers from listening to you. Make sure that you're dressed up properly and fully in a formal, in mild colors, subtle makeup and minimal accessories to avoid distractions. Do not hesitate to mute the notifications in your laptop and your mobile phone as well. Also, make sure that you place the laptop on a table and not on your lap. Make sure that you don't sweat a lot or keep wiping your face often. And the most important thing is that you will have to get ready at least 20 minutes before the meeting. Make sure that your table is empty. Maybe a water bottle or a glass of water will do. Also, make sure that you are not empty stomach. This gives you more confidence to attend an interview. Now, let me tell you the do's and don'ts during the interview. It is very important to keep your mind at peace, and that is the reason that you will have to make sure to get ready before 20 minutes of the interview. Once the meeting begins, make sure you put up a smile and greet each and everyone in the interview panel, possibly by addressing with their names, and that is the reason we will have to refer to the mail earlier to find the names of the interviewers in the interview panel. If you are using the app for the first time, do not hesitate to mention that in the interview. Sit comfortably but not too comfortable. Make sure that your legs are not widened or you are not leaning into the chair too comfortable. A little sliding away from the back of the chair would really make it comfortable and look decent enough. Eye contact is very important for any conversation that happens, and this being an interview, you will need an eye contact, which means you will have to look into the camera like I am doing. You will have to look into the camera and not to the screen. You can make the difference when there is an eye contact. Like I look into the camera and not to the screen. Make sure that you do not make many pauses or cliches. For example, some of us use the words I know, you know, for example, actually, often in our conversations, or we start making pauses with sounds which actually distracts the interviewers from what you are about to say. Make sure that your sentences are short and crisp. Never ever try to multitask. By the end of the interview, make sure to thank the interviewers and also make sure that the interview is over before you get distracted or move from the place. Stay with a smile. Do your best. Thank you.